Three. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's going on? We're back again.
We back again for guess what this brother ain't never seen before. I come up with a different name for it every
That's
time.
the name for it. That's guess what this brother ain't never seen before. I like that.
Yeah, man. This is also part of that neo soul movement back in from 96 to I want to call 2008, 2007. This group was called you know what it is? You already know what it is, right? It's called Floetry.
Yeah.
Group is called
Floetry,
Floetry.
man. Yeah. You know what my favorite song from them is?
What's that?
The original version of Butterflies.
Oh,
Yeah, they wrote that. They wrote that and Michael came and took it. But I like their version better.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
I know that I've touched on neo soul, but I went ahead and got a good definition for everybody. If you're new to this, you know, if you're not the age we are and whatnot that grew up in it, but so it's the definition of neo soul is a blend of old school music with a fresh modern twist. It's like taking a deep emotional vibe from the 60s and 70s, like Marvin Gaye or Stevie Wonder, and mixing it with contemporary elements like hip hop beats, jazz, R&B, and the results of smooth, organic sounds,
Okay.
so forth and so on. So, you know, when I hear that, when it's put in that phrase, it kind of reminds me of what we heard with Maxwell
Yeah.
was smooth, you
Yeah.
know, funky, you know.
Yep.
He didn't necessarily have well, he kind of had hip hop beats, but there was no hip hop with him. You know what I'm saying?
No, no.
And
He was more soulful.
most definitely. And but anyway, just wanted to give you that before we jumped in this. So again, this joint is from Floetry. It's called Say Yes, and it's sensual. It's slow burning.
All
And
right now.
without further ado, man, I'm gonna go ahead and play this, man. Let me know what you think. Sound
All
good?
right.
All right, here we go. Floetry, y'all. Maybe. Maybe not. Dang, man. It
All right
died.
now.
Well, that ain't gonna work. Hold on.
No.
Nah. All right, guys. My bad. I don't know what happened.
Just tell her. See, I've been watching you for a while. Your smiling style. Wanna know if I can be with you for the night. Alright? Is that alright? Baby. Baby. There is only one for me. You have made that a possibility. We could take that step to see if this is really gonna be. All you gotta do is say yes. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Let me undress you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Let me undress you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so, 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 so. You make me so, 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 so. Loving you has taken time, but I always knew you could be mine. I recognize the butterflies inside me. Sense is gonna be made tonight. All you gotta do is say yes. All you gotta do is say yes. deny what you feel. Let me undress you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. Don't deny what you feel. Let me undress you, babe. Open up your mind and just rest. I'm about to let you know you make me so. You make me so. You make me so. You make me
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
feel like
You said
make
you
a feel
said Central,
type of way.
man.
What's that?
Woo! You said Central. I'm like, say yes. What you? Well, and all you got to do is, and then she said, so. I'm like, oh, you ain't
Man.
gonna finish that thought. That's left to your imagination to finish that thought.
She goes
Say
high, and then she
yes.
goes low, and then
Yes. I love her voice, man. I love her voice. And when she went solo, even, man, woo.
So,
Yeah.
so she was. I think her name was Marsha
Marsha
Ambrosius.
Ambrosius. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The songstress, and then
Yes.
Natalie Stewart was the flowist. So Natalie was the one that rapped, of the
Yeah.
two, you know.
Yeah.
But well, some slow burning ballads, brother. You know. That essence
Yeah.
of that neo soul and its laid back groovy vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's those lyrics very, very, very intimate, very dreamy.
Yes.
Um
Mm-hmm.
her voice complements the bass line, which is running it, which tends to be what neo soul is basically about. It's about that bass line, you know, following it
Mm-hmm.
through. Love. I love how she starts off. It sounds to me like listening to the lyrics as if uh they just start. She knows this person. She's known them for a while. However, they
Yeah.
didn't take it to that next level, and now for some reason something has happened in their relationship where they both are interested in taking it to the next level. And what I
And
like
she
about
gave
her,
him the key.
she gave him the key. She gave him, or he gave her the key. One, either way, but
One of them.
one of them did. And to me, what I like about it the most is it feels like they both taking care of each other, and it's obvious as opposed to,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the dude just chasing or the girl just chasing. Sounds like they kind of nervous about how it is, maybe because the relationship they had, trying to make sure that nothing happens to it, trying to make sure that
Right.
everything stays fresh, trying to make sure that both of them are going to be happy with with what they're doing, you know, with the outcome and such, and then trying to figure out what they're going to do in the future. You know what I'm saying? So,
All right. So here's the proposition. You got it. Now all you got to do is
and
say
say
yes.
yes. Yep.
That's right.
Most definitely. Most definitely. But it is definitely Erica Badu type feel, you know, that whole baseline thing. There were so many different artists that came out back then that were, you know, running along those same lines. So
Mm-hmm.
Floetry, when it came to her, I came to them, I was like, well, we got to put them in the mix for sure, you know.
What was the year of this one?
This one was 2000 January 24th, 2003. They were
2003.
yep, and then they were nominated for some Grammys, you know, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but lost to Usher and Alicia Keys, which again, Usher wasn't part of that whole thing, but Alicia Keys was
Yeah.
definitely part of Neo Soul.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. So anyway, that's what I got, man. You got what you got? What you thinking about when you hear this?
Man, it's just we already said it pretty much. The proposition is given there. All you got to do is say yes to enter that door, and be on and pop it. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's yeah, it's suggestive, very suggestive
Very.
in how the lyrics went, and um another one I'm digging. I'm into these. I'm into the slow ballads and stuff, and so
Mm-hmm.
you know
Oh,
anything. It's about uh, people coming together
yeah.
and love, man.
Right.
Hey,
Right. Well, man, I kind of
it's all
try.
love.
I try to tell people these days, man, we're old school, and
Yeah.
a lot of us our age, 55 and up, we tend to like to say there's no good music out there anymore. It's not true.
No, it's
This
not
music
true.
is there's the music that we grew up with, to me, Damien, I think is even better. But it's
Mhm.
not out there in the forefront. But the funny part about it, when you tell people that, they're like, well, it's not as good as it was before. It wasn't out in the forefront back then either. We had to look for that stuff. It was a friend
Yeah.
or a mom or a dad or somebody that brought that to your attention, and then you spread it like wildfire. It wasn't
Right.
always on the
Right.
radio. We always had to look for it. And if you didn't look for it, then you didn't know it was out there. Now, if people would just give the internet a chance, there's thousands, and when I say thousands, I really mean thousands of radio stations that are doing a lot of this stuff. And a lot of these artists are getting their debuts by doing it on internet. And a lot of this stuff, guys, if you're interested in looking for this type of music, look for it on the internet on YouTube.
YouTube.
Because
Yes.
yeah, because a lot of these people don't want to deal with the A&Rs, the RCAs,
Right.
the Sonys, the universities, because of all the money that they're going to get taken for, to actually be implemented and commercialized, and thrown things out to let everybody know about their music. But I will say this, not that this has anything to do with anything, but a lot of the groups that I find are part of an algorithm that are sent to me, because I'm always looking for different types of genres or types of
Yeah.
music. So it makes it a lot easier for me, per se. But don't give up, man. Just put in there R&B, see what you find, and and a-
And
and go that route.
indie artists, man. These are all indie artists. A lot of them, like you said, they're not working with a label per se. It's
Hmm.
it's this independent stuff. So,
Yeah.
a lot of these artists are coming out and they're kind of underground. And yeah, if you don't look for that kind of music, it ain't gonna pop up
It
in
ain't gonna
your
pop up unless
in
it's
your
big.
in your your searches or whatever. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's how we ended up. And yes, I know I'm late on the scene. We did one about Teddy Swims, okay? And
Yeah.
I had no idea about this dude, but he was big on the scene.
Yeah.
It's just he wasn't something you were hearing on the radio. It was, he was doing little, YouTube videos where he was doing cover versions of different things.
Hmm.
Now the dude is blowing up with his own music and stuff,
And
but
that's
you wouldn't know about that stuff because it's not something you're usually looking for, someone mainstream or whatever.
yeah.
There's a
That's
lot of talent. There's a lot of talent out there, especially on YouTube. And you remember MySpace? That's what MySpace was all about, man.
yeah. Yeah. Damn, man.
MySpace was a space for discovering new artists. They would play stuff, and then it turned into this big social thing. But that was the original reason for MySpace, was where they had an opportunity, a platform to actually perform for people, do
Mhm.
concerts or whatever. And then, it turned into something totally different. But
Right. Well,
now YouTube is the spot,
it
man.
is. It is, because it's funny when you go over to when they start introducing you to European stuff like Charlie XCX. Is it XCX? I think it's XCS. Yeah, XCX. And I didn't know much about her at all, and she had an ungodly amount of followings, and her music
Hmm.
is wonderful.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about it. So and I know that they push the algorithms depending on where you live and everything as far as country wise. And you may not
Yeah.
know about that music because you don't live in that country. But when you finally
Right.
get across to that side, I mean, you may be 2-3 years late, but it's better late than never. So,
Oh
but
yeah. Yeah.
but for the most part, I just wanted to, put that out there that it's great music out there, man. You just got to find it. Like I was saying on one of the other videos I had, if I find it and it's interesting, I'll throw it out there. But for me, on my side, it's gonna be R&B. This brother here, I don't know where he's gonna bring
I'm
us.
all over the place,
It's
man.
all
I'm
over the
all over
place.
the place.
Mine's gonna be
I'm gonna take
R&B.
you back to a little bit
Yeah,
of rock and roll,
yeah, yeah.
whatever, But that's cool, R&B, right? It's all and it's funny how you get some of the stuff that actually, the collaborations,
Mm-hmm.
and you go back and you think about the art, the rap and rock and roll scene, and
You talking
how
you talking about Aerosmith and Run DMC type?
yeah,
Yeah,
Run DMC, the collaborations and those collaborations have led to other people thinking outside the box
yeah,
and finding their way into a genre that,
yep,
crosses over from one to another.
yep,
And, you know, and there's people out there who are here for it,
yep.
It's new
Mhm.
music, it's good music, and it
Crosses
blends
barriers,
something
color
that they
barriers.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So yeah, that's me, man. I'm all over the place. So
Yeah, I am
you
too.
know,
I
yeah.
just, I just want to showcase a lot of R&B because I think the younger generation needs to know where some of that music that they love so much came from.
Yes. Yes,
So,
definitely.
but
Definitely.
anyway, that's all I got, my brother. That's all I got.
All
What,
right. All
anything
right.
else you got?
I ain't got anything else
No?
either.
Okay.
Again, another one, another nice one, man. I dig it. Thank
Mm.
you.
Yes, sir.
And thank you everybody for listening
Most
and
definitely.
checking us out. And you know, we're gonna get back to some other stuff. We'll come up with some other songs that we know that and that I know, and
Hmm.
we'll talk about them. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Most
this
definitely.
is a nice little deviation from our norm.
Well, I'm gonna keep it going. So you do what you need to
Oh,
do.
I know you will. I know you will. I know you will, because you're having a good time with
Oh
this.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
bet he
yeah, yeah.
hasn't heard this.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I know you probably heard the song, but probably not the video. All right, man. We done gone 17 minutes. Tell the people
Oh, dang.
tell
Okay.
party people bye bye.
Hey, party people, thank you for listening. Check us out, like and subscribe, share. Peace.
Peace.